I'm not gonna lie, but this is really unfortunate. Now when it comes down to the Aquaman solo movie, it's pretty much in this awkward situation. Because despite how the film had next to no meddling from Warner Brothers, and the fact that we've heard nothing but great things coming from the film, it seems like pretty much everyone seems to be against this movie. And like they just don't even care about the Aquaman film in general. And the strange thing is, the next film in the DCEU, Shazam, seems to have more hype surrounding it than Aquaman. And yet that film isn't even due out till April of 2019. So to me it just kinda begs the question on why does no one even care about this Aquaman film? And the way I see it, it seems like there's a lot of things that factor into this. And at this point it almost feels like the Aquaman film is doomed to fail. Which is unfortunate because I'm fairly looking forward to the film in general. But even I can't deny that the hype behind the Aquaman film is next to non-existent. And easily the biggest reason as to why people don't seem to care about the Aquaman film is, well, mostly because the last film in the DCEU, that being the Justice League, was a major bomb. And more or less dampened the DC brand. And because Justice League was a major bomb, pretty much anyone from the Justice League with the exception of Batman and Wonder Woman will struggle. But not only that, Aquaman is the last film in the DCEU that is part of the Snyder era. And by that I'm talking about the universe in general having Snyder's fingerprints on it. And given the DCEU's track record of having more misses than hits, at this point people seem to be burnt down by this version of the DC universe. And going back to Shazam, the reason why people seem to be hyped about this film and not Aquaman is purely because Shazam is the first film in the DCEU that is not part of the Snyder era, and that the movie in general will be more fun and more like your typical MCU film. While Aquaman, at least from what we've seen so far from the movie, seems like more of the same from the Snyder era of the DCEU films. And because the majority don't really like this take on the DC universe, many people are turned off by this Aquaman film by default. And it really doesn't help that we haven't seen any footage in relation to the Aquaman film yet, or even any images outside of the Entertainment Weekly ones. Because if we were to see some footage or even new images, then maybe we could see what the product would look like, and it could potentially change many people's perceptions for this film. And to be fair, James Wan, who is directing the Aquaman film, did address on as to why we haven't even seen the trailer yet, and that's mostly because the film, for the most part at least, will be set in Atlantis. And in order to pull it off, you really need to polish the effects as best as you can, especially when it comes down to underwater stuff. And believe it or not, the effects for underwater stuff are not only expensive, but are also very tricky to pull off. But then again, there's also Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse that did release a teaser trailer before the end of 2017, and that film is coming out at the exact same day as Aquaman. And so you would think by now, at the very least, DC would have been able to do some sort of teaser trailer for Aquaman, or even so much of a sizzle reel. After all, we only have 8 months until the film gets released, and it would be a good idea to start the hype train for Aquaman by now. But I guess the biggest reason on as to why many people have cold feet over the Aquaman film is, well, Aquaman is a tough sell. And Aquaman has been the punching bag for many years. And yeah, one could argue that Jason Momoa's Aquaman was one of the best things in the Justice League film. But again, not only did Justice League bomb at the box office, but also Jason Momoa's Aquaman is somewhat divisive, as people would rather see the comic version of Aquaman, instead of what people dub this version of Aquaman as Aqua Bro. And I know I've been rambling on for ages, but I think it's really unfortunate that this Aquaman solo movie is placed in this awkward situation. Because the way most people see this film, it's just like, oh yeah, they just have to release it because, well, it's already done. And it really doesn't help that Warner Brothers still has cold feet over Justice League. And it's really sad because for the most part, there's been nothing but great things coming out of Aquaman. We have a talented director on board, we also have the test screenings that are saying that this film is really good. Not to mention that the movie is supposedly taking advantage of the underwater setting. And above all else, Warner Brothers have been really stepping away from this Aquaman project. And sure, there is that possibility in that this Aquaman solo movie could be a total bomb. But for all we know, this could also be a lightning in the bottle from DC, similarly to Wonder Woman. But the only thing I really have to say on the matter is that everyone should be optimistic about this Aquaman film. So how do you currently feel about the Aquaman solo movie? Do you believe that this film could somewhat redeem the DCEU as we know it, or do you think that this will be another one of their bombs? comment below and share some thoughts. And as always, thank you guys for watching this video. Please like and subscribe. Take care and have a good one.